Boom, 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 chickadee chanker, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another cheeky little video for you. Transfer news update for you to give you all the latest news from throughout the day in a reasonably concise episode tonight, my friends. Hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Do us a favour at the start of the video. Smash the like, give it a share, all that good stuff. Plenty to get into tonight. Actually, there's lots of news in regards to Manchester United, so we're going to get into it, my friends, give you the latest rundown. But before I do, welcome in everybody. Bell6891, Eddie O2, Rushmano, Aaron Homeyard, Jay Gill. We've got Solskjaer 1999, G Wolf United, Joshua Whitfield, Danny Atkins, Shazan Ahmed, Aaron Homeyard, and every single one of you. Thanks for getting in here. Okay, so the big story really tonight, I guess, is a latest update on Raphael Varane. The Real Madrid star looking likely to not sign a new contract at Real Madrid. It's all up in the air, wasn't it, with them changing their managers, Zinedine Zidane out, Carlo Ancelotti in. And obviously Carlo Ancelotti is a little bit of a don, so there was some possibility. We were thinking maybe he might want to keep Raphael Varane. He might be able to persuade him to stay. They might up the wages, etc. But a lot of these La Liga clubs at the moment, they're pretty damn strapped for cash, dudes. And you're talking about Raphael Varane having to up his wages by perhaps double in order for them to keep him at the club. They've just signed Alaba as well, so you would think there's a natural progression is Alaba's coming in to effectively replace Varane. Varane will be leaving in this summer. But reports are, we have a source to say that Raphael Varane has shown no intention whatsoever to sign a new deal at Real Madrid because he has a proposal on the table from Manchester United, and United are being reported as having offered him a 5-year deal, which is somewhere in the region of double the amount of money that he's actually being paid right now. So he's been offered a deal from Manchester United, which is a top club, for more money than what Real Madrid is going to be prepared to pay him. So it seems right now. Now, obviously, they could come with an 11th hour offer, or not even an 11th hour offer, but just a new offer, and improve Raphael Varane's contract offer, and you never know, he might end up staying there. So this doesn't mean that he's a Manchester United player. This doesn't mean that he's definitely coming, but just to give you the latest update, we've got a report to say that he has no intention of signing a new contract at Real Madrid, and that he's got a big offer on the table from Manchester United, and that he's looking at, maybe looking at coming to Manchester United this summer. He is, of course, the player that us fans want to see come in, because I did a vote actually today on my community tab on the channel. I just put a cheeky little post up there. I wanted to see what you guys were thinking about it, and it's a resounding Raphael Varane. In terms of the vote, I asked you, who do you want to see Manchester United sign in terms of one centre-back this summer, and I listed Raphael Varane, there was Koulibaly, Pau Torres, and Jules Koundé, and also asked you to comment anybody else. Now, the resounding vote, the majority of people, in fact, I think it's ended up at about 60%, not too sure, want Raphael Varane at the club. And that is because he's in his prime, he's 28, he's already got that proven track record of having won absolutely everything there is to win over in Spain and for France, of course. Like, the guy's a machine, isn't he? He's a great player, he's coming to his peak years of his career. This is the time to have Raphael Varane in your squad. So it would actually be a major coup and a major signing for Manchester United, because we would go from having a bloody Swedish, I don't know, flat pack furniture packer, and a big old Smeg fridge, and then people like Gurn-Face Jones backing him up. We would go from that to having, potentially one of the best players in the world in that position, which is what United need. That is the position we should be looking to strengthen, and if we don't do that, then more fool us. And if we opt for a cheaper option, opt for a player who's not as good, or a player who's younger, who is up and coming, who could develop into a top player, then more fool us. Because we are in a position here where we can sign a good quality top world-class player for not a lot of money who's in his prime. It's an absolute Eddie Woody Woodward no-brainer, mate. It really is. It really is. He's cheap for what you're getting because his contract's running out. Real Madrid don't want to let him leave for free. So they're going to sell him this summer. If he can't reach a new deal, if they're not prepared to pay him the sort of wages that other clubs are prepared to pay him, they won't be able to reach a new deal, and they'll have to cash in. They'll have to cash in this summer, guys. So I'm liking the look of Raphael Varane to Manchester United right now, guys. I just wanted to give you the latest update on it, just because it looks like he's not signing a new deal with Real Madrid anytime soon. Now, that could change, as I've talked about. If they persuade him to stay, that could change. But whether or not they want to is another question. And Varane seems to want away. He seems to be happy with an offer from Manchester United and be quite content with coming to the Premier League and playing for, a team that finished second last year, that does have great talents in there, that are just a few steps away, a few players away in key positions from being that top side. Maybe he can see that. Maybe, Solskjaer obviously can make him see the sort of... The project that there is at Manchester United and getting behind it, guys. So, yeah, Raphael Varane, guys. Let's have a little vote in the live chat here, though. All of you guys who are getting in here, sorry if I missed all of you, but look, there's legends in here. Dylan, Ben Yeeha, Gasson, everybody else, thank you for getting in here. What is your gut feeling in regards to Raphael Varane? Do you think that Manchester United end up at the end of the transfer window? I'm not saying anytime soon, because you know what United's board are like, but let's just say we end up with Raphael Varane at the end of the window. Do you think we end up with him at the end of the window, or do you think he stays in Madrid? Move or stay, lads and lasses. Do you think we get him, or do you think he stays in Madrid? I don't know. Yes, that's right, G-Wolf. Come on and sign the contract, he says. Hi there, Abdullah Erwan. How are you doing tonight? Oh, your stream didn't start, says Bar691. What's people having a few issues with the stream, are they? Let me go and see if it's on my one. I don't know. But anyway, hey, there's 75 of you legends in here right now. Good evening to you all. Thank you very much for getting in. I hope you've had a great evening. Do us a big favour. Hit that like button. Let's get 75 likes on this bad boy. Also, give it a share on social media if you haven't done as well. That'd be freaking awesome of you guys. Move, says Shazad Ahmed. Move, says Aaron Homeyard. Move, says Jay Gill. Move, says Sphinxu. He's on his way. End of June, says ADV. Griffo Chaz, you legend, he says, there's more chance of signing Donatello or Michelangelo than Raphael. Dude, what happened to Leonardo there, dude? Is he going to Chelsea? Hey, thank you, Griffo Chaz, mate, thank you. ZX Flame says, I'd take Varane 1000%, but I think he will stay. Interesting, yeah. I mean, he could do, yeah, guys, like we discussed. It depends. They just done a change in manager personnel. They might come to some sort of agreement where he stays. I want him, but the Glazers are incompetent, says Star Tom. Great shout, yeah. Will they spend the money in order to get him? Who knows? Stay, but love him at United, says Rushmano. Okay, so you think he's going to stay there? Yeah. Well, this is the thing. You look at the other options behind Varane. There are other good players we could go and get. Pau Torres for even less money and looks a good option. International. He will be at the Euros, etc. So, yeah, he's a good option as well. So it's not like we don't have a plan B, but my plan A definitely would be Raphael Varane. Hello there, Milan Ivanovic. Good to see you. What's going on? What's going on? Sick Varane at United card on FIFA 22. What a great shout. Yeah, we go from literally having the guffiest centre-backs in the league. Bloody 81 rated Victor Lindelof, 79 Bonnie, bloody 75 Phil Jones, to having Raphael Varane. That's exactly what we need. He's Southampton bound. Here we go. I don't know if Splinter's going to put an end to that one, Griffith. I'll tell you that much. He's not going to be having that. Cowabunga, dude. Oh, okay then, G-Wolf. One Swedish meat boy IKEA out of the club. I send him to the dump with the rest of the IKEA flat pack. Wow, G-Wolf United. Strong words there. Bloody hell. Yes, Josh Drain says 35 million is a steal for Varane. Well, let's talk about the fee involved here. I think 35 million is too low. I've seen reports to say that because he does have significantly short time left on his contract. But I don't think that is going to be the realistic figure. I think you're going to have to spend £60 million in order to bring Raphael Varane to the club this summer. He's a top player. And realistically, if he had 4 or 5 years on his contract, he'd be the sort of player valued at 100 million. So it's still a good deal that we're getting, even though, okay, they're going to lose him on a free in a year's time if they don't do the business. So they might be more inclined to sell for cheaper, which is a fair point. But we should just get in there and get the damn business done early, guys. This is what pisses me off about United. It really does. You know what we're going to do is probably lowball them all summer long, potentially allow somebody else to come in and steal the deal, but also just lowball them, move someone on in the hope to save a bloody poxy €5 million or something come the end of the window. You know that's going to happen, guys. I hope I'm wrong. I hope we hear in the next few days that Manchester United have signed a player before the Euros. Obviously, the window opens up literally 2 days before the European Championships begin on the 11th. So, come on. Like, there's not a lot of time for Manchester United to get business done. Like, the work needs to be laid, the foundations need to be laid now, and you just need to announce these deals on the first day, and then they go off on the Euros, and the business is done. If you're going to get it done, that's when it needs to be done. So, in my opinion, United probably won't get many of these deals done. You might see Tom Heaton signed, yeah. But we're not going to get any of these big deals done. There's going to be no Sal Niguez. There's going to be no Rafael Varane, Jadon Sancho before the Euros. That is my opinion, guys. Okay, then. So I just want to ask you guys, Rafael Varane, how much money do you think it would take for Manchester United to sign him? We just said, obviously, in the live chat, 35 million. You've seen some reports as low as that. I think £60 million is the fee that it would take for Manchester United to bring Rafael Varane back to the club, guys. What are you saying? How much do you think it would take for United to bring in Rafael Varane to United this window? 60 million gets the job done, in my opinion. And yeah, we could probably get him for cheaper than that. We probably could, but it would be a longer, more gastastic, drawn-out process that is more becoming of our board and owners, to be fair, so it probably will happen. Conte to Spurs, yeah, he's favourite at the moment, isn't he, Social 99? 91 Van says 45 million. 50,000 says Mark Brown. You what? Nah, they'd be done 45 million. I don't know about that. 55 million says Eamon Barrett. Eddie O2 says 70 to 100 million as United can't negotiate good deals nowadays. 65 million says Sphinxu. I've seen reports at 40 million euros. Yeah, I've seen some reports of that as well. Maybe literally last day of the window, I guess. But surely for that price, there's going to be a host of clubs that are interested in him. Wouldn't teams like PSG be interested in Rafael Varane for that sort of price? I don't know. I mean, if we want to get our man sooner, you kind of have to just go out there and pay the money and get him earlier rather than draw it out until the last day of the window. But we do that. That is United's ethos when it comes to transfers. Hey, we will draw it out not just to the end of the window. We'll draw it out to the next window and the next window beyond that. Just look at the Bruno Fernandes situation, man. We were trying to sign him for a year, and look at this whole Sancho saga. If we do end up signing him, it's an absolute joke of a player pursuit. Trying to sign this player, what a shambles it's been from our board and Woody and Matty Judge and all these twats at the top of our club trying to guide us in the direction of who knows bloody what European Super League guff. Concentrate on that. Oh my goodness me, sickening. By the way, is my microphone okay, guys? We obviously had a bit of a melt up the other day. Hey, that United family, what's going on, mate? Great to see you, man. Hey, thank you so much for I know you've not been in here, but thank you so much for a little while. I mean, but thank you so much for still being a member, mate. I mean, I've seen that. I'm like, dude, what an absolute hero. Thank you very, very much, that United family. Hope you're good as well. Hope you guys are good. Paul Scholes, when FTD was here now, it's Stretford Paddock. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they changed the name. Good observation. Sin Games is in here. What a don. Sin Games says, I feel Sancho will be within the month. Dortmund want it done early so they can replace him before the Euros. Same deal like last year. I like your style and I like your moves, Sin Games. Only problem is I don't like Woody's style and I don't like Judge's moves. And you know what? They're cash, dude, and they probably won't get this business done up early. Now, anybody in their right mind would want these players signed up before the Euros. They would want these players to get in here early so we can have some sort of a pre-season as well after the Euros, which we did not have last year. That was a shambles of a pre-season. We had a bad start to the season. We had to sort of catch up after that. We could have maybe challenged City a bit stronger if we'd have been prepared earlier, if we'd have got the players in earlier. Instead, they signed the players, Cavani and Tellez and these guys right at the end of the window. Didn't give Solskjaer any chance to bed them in or anything. It's not on really, is it? We had big-time fitness issues at the start. It's just a really badly managed pre-season last season. So we can't do that again. It's all good. That's fantastic. Thank you very, very, very much for letting me know that, Rushmano. Brilliant. Okay, guys, we've got a bunch more to get into now. So, Rafael Varane to Manchester United. It looks good. I mean, in regards to Jadon Sancho, let's just say, you just asked the question there. I asked this the other day. What's your opinion on it? Does Jadon Sancho sign before the Euros, which means he has to sign in the next week? Or does he sign after the Euros? I think we do sign Jadon Sancho this summer because it's blatant. It's a blatant acquisition that we need to make. And he's coming down in value, because there's not quite as long left on the contract. Dortmund essentially, they are going to have to sell him at some point. So if they want to get the most for their money, it's going to have to be now, really. But do you think he's coming before or after? Me personally, I do think it'll be afterwards, because I just think our board are shite. And also, in a way, I think they're the type of guys that don't want to take a gamble. And whenever you've got a player going to a major international tournament, there's always a chance they could pick up an injury or something. You know, who's to say we couldn't sign Jadon Sancho for 80 mil, announce it in a few days' time, or when the window opens on the 9th, and then go to the Euros and he gets a bloody cruciate ligament injury, and then we're like, ah, shit. So maybe, just maybe, because of the European Championships, Solskjaer and the board might actually just prefer to sign players after the Euros anyway. That is a factor. That is obviously a factor. Okay, so a lot of you guys are saying before. G-Will thinks before. Nope, all deals will go to the wire, says Paul Scholes. Probably. It did last year, didn't it? The only deal we got in early was Donny, and that was a weird deal. That's because Van der Sar force-fed him down our throat, basically. That's the only reason we got that done. He's like the opposite of a mugger. He basically just forced Donny van der Beek into Solskjaer's pocket there, mate, and said, just have him. He's too good and cheap. That's the only reason that got done. Right, okay then, guys. So let's get into the rest of the news. So Raphael Varane has shown no intention to sign a new deal at Real Madrid. These are the reports. Amidst Manchester United having interest in bringing him to the club, and with a proposal of a 5-year contract from Manchester United, which is reportedly worth somewhere in the region of double what Raphael Varane is currently being paid at Real Madrid. So depends on what they plan on doing with him there. If they plan on giving him a new contract, of course. They have just signed Alaba. We'll see what happens in those regards, because he might stay at Real Madrid at this point, guys. Like, this is all good. This all sounds good. This is all great news and great speculation, great reports that we've from certain sources that we've got. But as I always say, guys, unless they're stood there with Solskjaer holding the shirt, don't take anything for granted, and he could easily just sign a new contract at Real Madrid. They've got a new manager in. It seems like the sort of thing Ancelotti would do. Why would you lose out a player like Raphael Varane when it's like effectively signing a world-class player? If he's about to leave and Ancelotti comes in and he can turn it around there and convince him to stay and give him a new contract, then he's just signed himself a world-class centre-back, basically. So if I was Ancelotti, that's what I'd be trying to do. And the only thing is, it depends on Varane. Reports say he does want away. Reports say he wants to get more money elsewhere. So look, we'll see on that one, guys. I'll give you all the latest information as it comes in regards to Raphael Varane. So Jadon Sancho, guys, we talked about it earlier, and not much of an update, but just from today. So according to Fabrizio Romano, United are still interested in Borussia Dortmund's Jadon Sancho, and he said that Jadon Sancho will cost Manchester United around 77.5 to 81 points. He said Jadon Sancho will cost somewhere between 77.4 million and 81.7 million pounds. I'm sorry to say, that is too damn precise. But anyway, actually, anyway, that sounds about right to me, guys. 80 million pounds. Look, there's no more movement in this. We're expected to have an offer tabled in the next few days and try and do the business before the window, or before the Euros. But like I say, I think he'll be coming in afterwards, guys. So yeah, I mean, Jadon Sancho, we could possibly be putting in a bid for him very, very soon. Lots of people reporting that a bid may have already just gone in. I personally don't buy it. I just don't believe anything I hear at the moment in regards to Jadon Sancho to Manchester United because of what happened last window. To me, I can see them dragging this out to the end of the window to save 5 to 10 million. I really can. Rather than getting him in early, getting him nice and bedded in, settled in Manchester, playing in the pre-season and all that. I think just to save 5 to 10 mil, based on the history of our recruitment team, that they will just eke this out into the end of the window. But he basically added that that Dortmund are prepared to sell the England international, so they are looking at selling in this summer as long as this valuation is met. He said, and talking about Sancho, they're prepared to sell him if a club would offer around 90 million euros. Oh, okay. I was going to say, like, in terms of the quotes, that's what he said. because the 77.4/81.7, that's obviously just in pounds compared to the 9 million euros. I didn't think he'd be saying all precise decimal places and stuff. Anyway, Sancho, he said Sancho is always on the list of Man United, and in the next days, I think we'll have some update. So yeah, it's nothing much to report in terms of Sancho. Just the fee that Sancho is going for is reported around about 80 million. That's all I can say to this one, guys. It's just a bloody gash saga, isn't it, guys? Hopefully we sign him soon. Guys. I can't really say any more than that. Let's get a bid in. Sort your bloody lives out, Woodward & Co. Get a bid in. Get this £80 million paid. Get him in soon. Announced on the 9th, 2 days before the Euros. Jadon Sancho is a Manchester United player. He goes off to the Euros, plays his football, knowing that fact. Coming in, settling in, back after the Euros in Manchester, ready for pre-season. Get in. Or we eke it out, save a few million, and maybe even risk having another club potentially come in and maybe steal it from us. There are reports to say that Chelsea have some interest in signing Jadon Sancho this summer. Me personally, look, I don't think that is the case. I mean, they've got plenty of players in those positions. They might be looking to strengthen in that area. They probably need a striker. I don't know. I think pretty much the path is clear for Manchester United to go and get him if we're just putting an £80 million bid. It's pretty simple. Let's see what you guys think about it in the live chat then before I go on to my next topic. Dortmund will not take that BS from Woodward, and Woodward knows it, says Sin Games. Yeah, so what you're saying, this is just like some smoke and mirrors type tactics at the moment from Woodward & Co. just to basically make it seem like they're actually doing something. You know what I'm saying? Mahaste Bissendoof Jr., how you doing? Says, hey, Pig, just dropping by with a like. Any FIFA tonight? Thank you so much, Mahaste. Yes, mate, yes. Sorry there was no FIFA last night, guys. So my microphone was having loads of issues. I couldn't fix it until today. I tried loads of things. Basically, what it was is on my OBS, I had 2 filters on my microphone, a noise gate and a suppression thing, which up until now have been absolutely fine. But I figured out that having taken them off, it's okay, I think. You guys have told me it's okay, but obviously I'm not going to sound quite as good because whatever that was doing, I put on there for a purpose to make me have a smoother sounding voice or whatever. So anyway, hopefully that they sort their shit out with an update or something and I can use that again, but never mind. Palmerius, how you doing? Hey guys, do us a favor, hit that like button. How many of there are you in here right now? Let me just load this up. 127 of you legends and only 16 likes away from 100 likes. That's fucking awesome, guys. Thank you very much for hitting that thumbs up button, you bloody legends. Nice one. Right then, the worst thing is it's not to save 5 minutes to stop having to pay it up front and putting it into add-ons, says Ian Dawn. Yeah, great shout. We are literally Finance FC. They bought the club with debt money and they serviced that debt, and now they're trying to essentially buy players with debt and pay them over the course of seasons. Yes, we understand last year's offer was something like, I think they offered something like 60 million up front, and then was it 40 million over a bloody decade or something, knowing them. Yeah, you're probably right there. That is the issue with Manchester United. The sound is good. That's brilliant, Rushman. I thank you very, very much. Yes, excellent. Do you think Sancho to Man United will happen, says MUFC fan? So my gut instinct, right down in the piggy loins, my gut instinct is yes, we will see Jadon Sancho in a Manchester United shirt come the end of the transfer window. I don't think it will be before, though. I think it will be at the end of the window, just like we do most of our business to try and save the cash. But I do think we will sign him. That's just my opinion. Now, last season I said, I don't know, probably not 50-50 at best. This season, just because he's cheaper, just because, look, everybody knows we want to sign him and we need to sign him. And he wanted to come last year. He was ready to come. He's literally bunkering down end of the window in hiding, waiting for the bid to come in. Never came. And then he's got to go back to play for Dortmund. You know, so he wanted to come. The personal terms are agreed soon, early, and they will be again. It's just, and they have been again, you know, if you believe the reports. So it's not a case of Jadon Sancho not wanting to come to United. It's not a case of Man United not wanting Jadon Sancho. That is all there. It's just the same damn gash problem that it was last year, which is Dortmund have their valuation of Jadon Sancho, and if Man United don't reach that, then they probably will not play business with us. But last year, obviously, they stayed pretty firm on that. Manchester United were in negotiations with them all summer, couldn't reach the agreement for money up front and these sorts of different terms. and then he ended up staying. So there's every possibility the United could fail again this summer. Just because I think he's going to come doesn't mean he actually is. Like, United could absolutely fail, or we could just go for a budget option. Last year, we decided to sign a different number 7, get Cavani, and give him the number 7, rather than signing Sancho, just because he was a free transfer. Now, it did work out to be a great signing, don't get me wrong. But that was a cop-out, really. That was like a proper, budget grab there, just instead of spending the money to get your player Sancho. So it's highly possible and plausible that United just bottle it again this summer window in regards to Jadon Sancho and go and get a cheaper player. Dizzy Red Devil, what's going on, man? He says, does it make sense to agree terms with player first or a fee with the team? Yeah, I know. I always thought that's the stupidest thing. When I used to play Football Manager back in the day, you'd have to agree the term, you'd have to agree the transfer fee first with the team before you are allowed to talk to the player. But obviously these days with players' agents and all these different things going on, it does seem a different ball game. Yeah, Manchester United have agreed, well, look, these are what was said last season as well. Have agreed terms with Jadon Sancho. It's an interesting one, isn't it, Dizzy Red Devil? I personally don't see the point in it. If you can't agree terms with the bloody club, what's the point of even having that conversation with the player, in my opinion? I guess it's just to see if they are interested in coming before you go through those channels. But yeah, it pisses me off. I would love to just see United just sign him up early. Like, the window opens. Guess what? We've signed Jadon Sancho. Nice one. That's what it should be. Hey, Kayam, how are you tonight, you legend? Junior Paris Stark, thank you for your comments. Says, what will happen if Chelsea beat Man United for Sancho? What will happen is we'll get the pitchforks out. We'll have a bloody witch hunt. That is what's going on, dudes. No, I don't know what will happen. I think it'd be a disgrace if that happened. And it just goes to show you, if that does happen, what a terrible run club our club is if we are allowing a top player like that, who's been a transfer target for years, to just go to Chelsea because they've come in with a late bid because they actually are prepared to spend the money. So it would be a disgrace, but I don't know. Eric Cantona got a Just Eat, says, what are you talking about? Imagine being that delivery driver. That would be fantastic. Giacomo Galina, hello to you. Yes, Sin Games, exactly. I'd love to see United do a mad one and buy up everyone like Chelsea did last year. That's it. Chelsea showed intent last season amidst a window where most teams didn't show that much ambition. So you've got to credit them for that. They do have an oligarch Russian owner, though, who just prints money for fun for the football club. So it is a different scenario. United won't spend that much. We won't spend that much. But what we should do is spend 150 million or somewhere in that region. You should be looking at getting a player like Sancho and Varane in, and then also a good squad player, somebody in the CDM position. There's Basuma or somebody's a cheap enough player. Just somebody there as another option to give us better options in midfield, who somebody can get better. I mean, Saul is a great player. I'd love to see Saul Niguez come in from Atletico Madrid, and they have to sell somebody this summer. Kieran Trippier is another one that's being talked about being sold, but Saul Niguez is a higher priced player, and let's go have to sell somebody this summer. They're financially strapped, guys. So although they don't want to sell Saul, they may be forced to sell Saul just if a good offer comes in from Manchester United, and that is exactly what we should do. But if you add Saul up, and you add Sancho up, and you add Varane up, depending on how much we're paying, I mean, that is more than 150 million budget, but United could generate money from elsewhere, which sort of leads me on to my next topic here, guys, which is in regards to Paul Pogba and Juventus. So reports coming out to say that Juventus are interested in bringing Paul Pogba back from Man United in reunion with new coach Max Allegri, but they would obviously need to sell Cristiano Ronaldo first to afford Pogba. Pogba's price tag is anywhere from 60 to 90 million. He does have a big commercial draw. It's not just what you're getting out there on the pitch as a player. He's also a marketing dream, and he's a very widely followed player and very popular player. And so when you have a player like Pogba at the club, it's like having a French icon at your club. So it would be a great signing to get Pogba back. Me personally, if we had a big offer from Juventus for Paul Pogba, I would be okay with seeing him go, as long as that money is then used to generate money to get new players into the club. Like if we went out there and signed Varane as soon as we sold Pogba or signed Sancho, that's okay with me. What I don't want to see is Manchester United sell a player like Paul Pogba and then fanny around in the window and struggle to get players in. Yes, there is a conversation there to be had about Cristiano Ronaldo as well. Like, would we take Cristiano Ronaldo back at United? I mean, I would, but you're talking about a player who's on like 700 mil or a ridiculous 700k a week, and is still worth about maybe 70 million or something like that. Probably a similar amount to Pogba, and it's not because he's got long left on the clock. He's not, no, but he's a Rolls Royce Phantom drophead with 300,000 miles on the clock, but he's still a Rolls Royce fucking Phantom drophead, mate. You know what I mean? And until that engine goes bust, that is a luxury vehicle. So he's not going to come cheap, Ronaldo, I don't think. And then you factor in the wages. It's just too much money for United to pay right now. We won't do that. The only possibility is if Pogba went in the other direction, and that obviously saves us 50% of what we're paying for Ronaldo. Ronaldo brings that whole massive entity to the club as well as being the most followed person in the world. So in some ways it makes commercial sense. But look, anyway, Juventus open to the idea of bringing Paul Pogba back with Allegri coming. He wants to rebuild the midfield and restore Juventus to title winners in Italy. Of course, when Pogba was at Juventus, he was a great player for them, and he did have he spent 4 successful seasons at Juventus between 2012 and 2016, including 2 under Allegri's management. So look, the fact that Allegri's coming at Juventus, it only adds fuel to the flame in regards to Pogba going back there this summer. Look, my gut instinct with this one is, like I was saying, Jadon Sancho 60%. I think he's going to come on. I think I've got a 60% feeling that Pogba's going to go this summer. What's this crap that keeps playing here? I hope you guys can't hear that. Some bullshit keeps playing. Anyway, Paul Pogba, he's worth a lot of money. He's on a huge amount of money. He doesn't really add that amount of worth to the team. Just my opinion. You guys may disagree. And this season's been a good season for Pogba. Don't get me wrong. This is one of his best seasons in terms of consistency. But even then, I wouldn't put him in there with the top performers this season. The likes of Bruno Fernandes or Luke Shaw, these guys. So he's been okay. He's been good. But could that money be better spent elsewhere if we could generate £70 million from a Pogba sale? I think so. I think so. Hey, we got a super chat here. Thank you very much. Sorry, I almost missed that there from PS. Thank you, PS, with a €5 super chat. Says, do not forget that Joel Glazer is attending the fan forum tomorrow. Expect a major transfer announcement tomorrow. He says, can you do a legendary pig laugh? P.S. Thank you very much for the €5 super chat. Really appreciate that. Yes, absolutely. Joel Glazer attending the fan forum tomorrow. Let's see what the spotty little gimboid has got to say for himself, shall we? Rupert Meadows says, I don't think we'll get a midfielder. I think Pogba will leave on a free next summer. That's what we don't want to happen, you see. That's another great point you just made there. Pogba his contract's running down. It's either a case of Manchester United offer him a new deal now on bigger money, which in my opinion is crazy. How can you justify giving Paul Pogba more money based on his contribution to the team? His contribution's good, but it's not more money good. If anything, it's like, hey, Pogba, you want to stay at United? Can we give you a reduction of 50k a week, son? You know what I mean? That's more in more in keeping with your contribution or whatnot. Don't think he's going to go for it. What him and his grubby agent want, not necessarily him, but certainly his agent having come out previously and said as much that Pogba wants away and trying to stir things up. He wants money, his agent, and he's not going to get that same money with him staying at United. They're going to have to get a big money move away. So that's why I think it's going to happen. Also, if you look at Pogba's career at United, this is like this season's another fine example. It's close, but it's far. It's like we finished second. He hasn't won the league. He hasn't won. Okay, he did win. We did win the Europa League under Jose. We did win the League Cup, but it's like he's not actually won that much stuff at United. Now, if he went to Juventus, he could probably win some Scudettos. He could probably win some, all sorts of stuff at Juventus as well, because it's just not as much competition in that league, especially with Conte now going from Milan. Hey, look, who knows? But in my opinion, if we could sell him and generate some good cash, we probably should. United Till I Die says, Pogba out, we don't need commercial merchants. Commercial merchants. Pell says, where are you getting 70 million for Pogba, 12 months left on contract? Because he's still a top player. It's like Rafael Varane. I think you still need to pay £60 million to get Varane from Real Madrid, even though he's only got the same left on his contract. Same with Pogba. You got to pay. I can't see Pogba being sold for less than 60 million, guys. Less than 60 million for Pogba would be madness, even with a year left on his contract. No, I don't see us doing it. I think you'll get at least 60 million from them. Okay then, guys, let's have a vote in the live chat. Bell makes a good point. You know, if he's only got 12 months left on his contract, how much money do you think, say, let's just say PSG or Juventus came in for a bit. How much money do you think it would take for United to consider, you know, selling Paul Pogba to them? 40 million says Rupert, 40 says Ian Dawn, 40 says Curty B, 50 says Bell, 50 says Rushmano, 40 says Bob. Wow, I mean, look, I'm not being funny. I wouldn't even want to sell Paul Pogba for 40 million, to be fair. Like, he's so much, he is worth keeping around. Like, if you're only going to get that for him, he's worth keeping around, guys, honestly. He is got to be worth more than that. I'm sorry to say. You can't, somebody, Juventus can't sign Pogba for 40 million, what? I would lose my shit if that happened. Al O'Connor says 100 million. The Vutinator says 40 to 45 million. Wow. Okay, fair enough. Well, look, I don't think he will go for that much, but you might be right. I mean, he doesn't have long left on his contract. He is want away. If his agent kicks up a stink again this summer, Solskjaer might just be like, you know what, can't be asked. Let's just get this guy out the club. And then I would hold out for at least 60 million for the guy. Primark says we'll get lowballed 50 if we're lucky. One thing you have to say about Pogba, which is a bit of a put off for potential clubs to sign him, is that he's on a ridiculous amount of money, like a huge amount of money, 300k a week. Yes, I'm doing a FIFA stream tonight, Reach United, absolutely. We'll get lowballed 50 if we're lucky, says Primark. Yeah, 50 million and they can have Phil Jones for free, says Kayab. Well, Phil Jones, there is a link coming out to say that Newcastle United are interested in signing him again this summer. We'll see how that goes. Probably not. Rushmano with a £5 super chat says Pogba in the driving seat on his transfer as his contract runs down even less, I'm afraid. Ugh. Yes. Good call. Pogba in the driving seat on his transfer as his contract runs down even less, I'm afraid. Rushmano, yeah, I mean, yes, that's true because he doesn't have long left, which is why I think United are going to have to sell him this summer. It's kind of like the Rafael Varane situation at Real Madrid, where if they either going to lose him for free in a year's time or they can get, 50 or 60 million for him now. So, yeah, you might be right. His image rights and shirt sales, he'd be 100 easy, says Al O'Connor. That's what I'm thinking. It's not just buying a player. You're talking about somebody who's like a commercial entity here who's going to generate you cash at your club. Hey, thank you, Rushmano, for the super chat. Tox Cole, mate, how you doing? He says, what up, pig? You all right? Hey, Tox Cole, great to see you, man. Thank you very much for the super chat there, dude. Yes, I'm all good, mate. I'm all good. Yeah. Just giving you the latest United news. How are you getting on? Good to see you, man. Yeah, we'll be on FIFA in a bit as well, mate, if you fancy a game. But yes, Tox, mate, thank you very much for that. I'm all good. How is everybody, he asks. How is everybody? Yeah, he's very high profile, says Andrikos. Vutinator says, hi, Tox. What a legend, man. Tox Cole, thanks for getting in here tonight, matey. Fergie's son says, they will hire Phil Jones as a defensive coach. Ollie will call him Philly. Right, guys, I'm just going to give you the latest. Hey there, Tonk Nash 87. How you been, mate? What have you missed? I'll give you the breakdown and a rundown in a bit. I've actually got a lot of stuff I want to cover here. I've just realised we've already been on for nearly 40 minutes or so, and I've only covered about 3 topics. I've got so many topics to cover here, guys. Okay, so Manchester United are well placed to sign Atletico Madrid midfielder Saul Niguez as well, having already always been interested in him. Atletico are pretty much forced into making one big sale this summer. Because of their financial situation. So Saul Niguez, a player that I talked at length about yesterday as wanting to see him come to United, is actually, I mean, this is reported by Marca. Marca is a little bit dodgy, but, the Spanish publication, you just never know. But hopefully Saul Niguez is on Solskjaer's radar because I think he's the best midfield option we could sign right now. He might not be a huge amount of money either. Like, you might be talking about 50 million, something like that, to get Saul in, which for a player of his caliber, at his age, 26 years of age, and what he's achieved, he's just won the La Liga. He's obviously a great signing for anybody. So I really hope that one happens, guys. Just want to give you an update on that one. United interested in him. Atletico forced to sell him soon. Also, United have a bit of competition. It's been reported far and wide for Kieran Trippier, another player from Atletico who they may have to sell this summer because of their financial situation. They're interested in signing Kieran Trippier. Everton are interested in signing Kieran Trippier. This is a report I saw already. I'm not going to talk about that at length. It may just be sheer speculation, but just to let you guys know, Trippier interested in coming back to United. Obviously, he's born in Bury. His family's in Manchester. It seems like he wants to come to United. Also saw a report earlier to say that he basically would have come in January if it wasn't for that whole gambling debacle where he was banned and wasn't allowed to come and play. And he was suspended. And then that's also a bit of news for you there, guys. Also, Arsenal, United and Tottenham have all shown interest in Lille right-back Zaki Celic and are monitoring this situation. 24-year-old's valued at around £30 million and expected to be on the move this summer. Just another little piece of information for you. I don't see United being the destination for this guy, though. I think we'll be after Kieran Trippier, and that will sort us out for that position in the new season. But yes, as I said, Phil Jones could be on his way out of United this summer. Newcastle United and West Ham are apparently both interested in signing him, reported by Manchester Evening News. Come on, please go away, Phil Jones, mate. I'm sick of that absolute gurn-up at our club. All he does is gurn up the dressing room, gurn up the bench. He's a gurner. Fair enough, if we wanted somebody to represent us in the gurning competition, he would be perfect, but we don't. So, yes, I would love to see Phil Jones go this summer. Please, see you later on, son. What he's going to do, he's going to get one of his mates to stamp on his arm, so he's got a broken forearm, so he has to stay here for another couple of years driving his pink Lambo to training blatantly. He's always bloody injured every single transfer window, guys. But let's just hope that Phil Jones leaves this summer. Okay, so other stuff as well. Wilfried Zaha tells Crystal Palace, I want out this summer. This is what's been reported by the Times here. Wilfried Zaha has told Crystal Palace he wants to leave the club, and ideally the winger wants a transfer delivered before the squad returns for pre-season training next month. Zaha, 28, reiterated his desire to move at the end of the season. He has 2 years left on his contract, £120,000 a week. He scored 11 goals and claimed 2 assists in the Premier League last season. I mean, not great stats, but he is playing for Crystal Palace there. Guys, I wanted to just bring this up because I wanted to ask you this. Let's just say the Jadon Sancho deal completely fall through. Would you take Wilfried Zaha? We'd all take Louis Zaha. He was a great striker for us. But Wilfried Zaha, would you take Wilfried Zaha back at Manchester United in this window? And I think don't we have a clause in the contract to say that we've got first dibs on him anyway, I believe, or a buyback fee or something like that. So he's a good player, guys. He's a player that I would like to see play for United again. I don't think he's a world-class player. I'd much rather Jadon Sancho, but I'm just asking you, let's say we didn't get Sancho, would you consider Wilfried Zaha coming back to the club? United says Zaha's been saying it for years. It never happens. Yeah. Zaha's overrated, but we get money if he gets sold on. That's a great point as well, for Chaz. We get money if we get sold on. That's the clause, isn't it? Sorry, I remember now. So, yes, I believe there is some sort of a clause like that in the contract, Griffo. So, it basically makes our bid cheaper. You know, they have to accept the offer and then we get cash back. It's like cash back. You know what I'm saying? Get a cheeky little bit of Zaha cash back. No to Zaha, hell yes to Zaha, says Ian Dawn. Rushmano says St. Maximin's quality. Yeah, I rate him as well, mate. Absolutely great player at Newcastle. He is good. No, says Nut Eric Sangolt. No, says Shazad Ahmed. Hey, by the way, thank you very much to Darko Sutalo for subscribing to the channel, and Abjit Kundu, J-Cam as well. Guys, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. If it is your first time around here, we're on here every night covering all the latest transfer news. So get your subscriptions in. Smash that bell icon to be notified when we post and go live like your name was Quasimodo. Esmeralda, the bells! I'd rather have St. Maximin, says Paul Scholes. Yep. Me too, probably. I mean, those stats don't really lie there. What was it? 11 goals and 2 assists? Not really what we're after from a wide player. We're looking for much more goals and much more assists than that. And of course, he is playing for Palace. It's a different system. It's not as good a team as United. He'd get more chances at United. But he's not a whippersnapper anymore. 28 is, but actually, he is a good player. He is a good player, and he would be cheap compared to some of the other players we're talking about. So, Depay is free, says Ashraf Skayali. Yeah, Depay's a good player. He's developed a lot since he's left Manchester United. He didn't have a good time of it when he was here. He would be like 6th or 7th choice for me in that forward position. I'm not going to lie. maybe even lower than that. Vincent Bullock says no to Pink Piggy, yes to Vincent Bullock joining United. Go on, Vincent. Go on, shake Solskjaer's hand. Zaha had his chance at United, says Batman Knight fan. Fair point, yeah. I mean, okay, we don't have to go backwards there, so fair point. What I will say about Wilfried Zaha at United, though, is maybe he did have his chance at United, but also maybe he didn't. Maybe he was balls deep in Moisey's daughter, and that's why he didn't get any loving whatsoever there, and wasn't allowed to play any games. Allegedly. Anyway. Allegedly. Kingsley Coman says Mr. Kingsley Coman, yeah, great player, mate. Do you know what? I think France are going to win the Euros this year, guys. I mean, it's an obvious pick, isn't it? But their squad is just so good. I was just looking at the depth they've got in their squad in key positions. Like, they are just insanely good. Like, obviously they won 3-0 last night. I was looking at the squad for that game. I was just thinking, wow, they have got a really mint squad. They got Kimpembe, Varane at the back there, you know. The midfield's insane. Kylian Mbappe up there, man. I mean, they've got a great team. Rush Mano with a £20 super chat. Thank you very much, dude. He says, donation for the Pigmeister. You want news? This is the channel. Support where you can. Rushmano, thank you very, very much for that, mate. That's bloody lovely. Let's get some big old juicy likes in there for Matty Rushmano. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you very much. And do as he says as well. Actually, no, sorry, don't do as he says. Just support where you can. You know, what that doesn't mean super chat. That doesn't mean, you know, send money. That just means smash a like on the video, give it a share, watch the videos, interact with me and the community. That's the best way you can support the channel, guys. But Rushmano, thank you so much for that, mate. You bloody legend. Kane ain't coming, says Paul Scholes. I doubt it. We're not going to spend all of our money on Kane at the top there, unfortunately, with the other key areas of the team needing strengthening, are we? Yep. Primont getting those cheeseburger emojis in there. Lovely. Yes, I'm on tonight, David Sini. Yep. Wasn't on last night. My microphone shat the bed during the watch-along and wasn't able to finish the England watch-along. And I seem to have fixed the problem now, so I should be on tonight. Well, we'll definitely be on tonight around about 11-ish. Kane can make it, says Unknown. Kane's going to go to City or somebody else. I'm sorry to say. United won't spend the money. He's 100 odd million. 100 odd million. The only thing maybe that I could see being done there is if Manchester United gave Spurs Martial. Because Martial would be a good signing for Spurs. Now, he's not going to be, you know, obviously he's not as good as Harry Kane. He's not going to get you those goals. But he is versatile and he is a good signing. And maybe he's not going to get the opportunities at United next season, especially if we sign Sancho as well. So actually, Tony Martial might be one of the players you could see go this summer. And maybe Tottenham would want a player like Anthony Martial in a make-weight deal when they're losing Harry Kane. That actually kind of makes a little bit of sense to me. But I still don't think it's happening, guys. If I was Harry Kane, I'd be going to play for Pep at City. I just would, because he's proven they've won 3 out of the last 4 Prems. That's what Kane wants. He's leaving Tottenham 4 trophies and to win that Premier League title. And at United right now, objectively, we're not the team best placed to win the Premier League next season. Even though I think we will be up there challenging, the bookmakers aren't going to have us as favourites by a long way. No, that's not true. Varane's rejected us, Mr. K009. That's not true. No, the latest on Rafael Varane that we've got sources to report to us anyway is that he's not interested at the moment in signing a new deal with Real Madrid, and that United are, well placed because we've got an offer on the table from Manchester United, which is much bigger than that of Real Madrid's. Thank you, Scotty Sportsblog Channel says, hello, Piggy. Nice hearing your voice. Thank you very much for that, Scotty. I appreciate you, man. Good to see your comment, mate, and see your beautiful face there. Thank you very much. Paul Scholes says, I don't know, I'd rather keep Martial for one more season. Want to see Martial with his head up high. Do you remember that game he came on and scored that hat-trick and then he's smiling afterwards in the stands looking like a Cheshire cat? I loved that, mate. That was beautiful. But you know what? It doesn't happen often enough, mate. He's too damn inconsistent. Maybe he's just not a number 9. Play him out on the wide positions. He might be better, but... yeah, Pig, we all go Glastonbury. I'm not going to be going there this year, my friend, no. I've never been to Glastonbury before, ever, actually. It's a fair, it's not even that far away, really. I'm in Dorset, and it's like Somerset way, isn't it? I should probably fucking go one year, but it just looks like a muddy mess up. I suppose that's half the fun, but I don't know if it's my idea of a fucking good time. I went to Reading Festival in like 2003 or something. That was good. But fact is, Glastonbury, every time I see it, it just looks like you're just basically gonna end the week with fucking trench foot. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna get trench foot going to bloody Glastonbury, mate. It's always just a complete muddy mess. But it is awesome though, don't get me wrong. Donny is close with Ollie's daughter. They follow one another on IG. She plays for the United women's team, says Fergie's son. Wow, okay, Donny van der Beek close with Ollie's daughter. Oh no, that explains everything. Taking the notes out of Wilfried Zaha and Davy Moyes' book of management. Hey there, Jonathan Gallagher. I hope the football practice was good. Good to see you in there, mate. What's going on? How did you get on? Janice Faraklis says, hi, man. Hope you are doing well. I hope we don't sign Trippier. We need a centre-back. Aaron Wan-Bissaka does his job great. Yeah, but we need a bit more depth there, though, Janice. You know, he is a good player, Trippier. He's actually got the experience as well. At 30 years of age, on the back of winning La Liga, played like 26 times for them in La Liga, so he had a good hand in it this season. He's a good player, mate. Set pieces, set piece delivery, free kicks. He can bang in the free kicks, guys. We're missing a couple of those players. Yeah, Bruno and Rashford are pretty good on the free kicks, but we're missing a couple. You know, Tellez as well, obviously, is a free kick specialist. So yeah, we'd go from having not very many set piece specialists a couple of years ago to having loads. That's good. I think you can always add quality and depth to the team. That's no bad thing. Yeah, we got Brandon Williams there and Diogo Dalot and these guys who could back up Wan-Bissaka. But ultimately, Trippier can actually challenge Aaron Wan-Bissaka for that right-back spot. And that's only going to bring the best out of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, in my opinion. Look at what Tellez did for Luke Shaw this season. That you probably don't get that reaction from Luke Shaw if we don't sign Tellez there. A player who's experienced, who's ready to come in, who's ready to take the spot of you unless you perform. That is what was presented to Luke Shaw, and he had to step up and he had to perform. I think that's probably a large part down to how why he's performed so well this season. Trippier is good for squad depth and experience. Absolutely. Add that experience in there. It can't hurt. Like, that's what we need. We've got enough young players, in my opinion. We should be looking at bringing players like, in my opinion, more so, Kane, Trippier, Varane, Saul. These players who do have more years of experience. That is what we need right now. So, I wouldn't necessarily, apart from Sancho, of course, I wouldn't necessarily want to see many young players sign this window. I want to see us sign experience because we've got a good amount of youthful players in there already. We've got some players who are coming to the end of the year, United careers, people like Mata and Matic, who have that age and wisdom, but they're just maybe not quite at the races anymore at the top level of their game. And also maybe they're leaving very, very soon. So you do have to think about adding experience into this side right now. Okay, guys, we've got a bunch more to get into here, and then I will get into the comments section. So Jack Greenish being linked to Manchester City. I'm not going to talk too much about that right now, but it looks like his preference would be Manchester City as opposed to Manchester United. United aren't really being strongly linked with Greenish right now. You just never know if a bid might come in, especially if the Sancho deal breaks down. But facts are he's a lot of money, 75 million quid probably. You've got to pay that premium for that homegrown player. Don't see United buying him and paying that sort of money for him right now. But you just never know. City may well buy him just to stop other people from buying him. Everton interested in Trippier as well, guys. And just a couple more little things to discuss here. Where has it gone? Don't worry. I've lost it. Don't worry. Let me just see if it's here, actually. Oh, yeah. Sorry, yeah, I've lost it. It was there. Okay, this is what I wanted to discuss as well. So Trent Alexander-Arnold, obviously this is England news, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is ruled out of the Euros, guys. He picked up an injury, of course. So Alexander-Arnold injured against Austria, obviously not playing. So it looks like Jesse Lingard, might be coming back into the side, right? I mean, there's 7 players who are out the squad, right? James Ward-Prowse being another high-profile one who maybe should have made it in there. Mason Greenwood was injured too. Ben Godfrey, Ben White, Ollie Watkins, Aaron Ramsdale. But surely Jesse Lingard's going to be, coming into the squad now, right? He's been in decent form. He's looked pretty lively recently. That game he performed well in, Yeah, Jesse Lingard may be actually going to the European Championships, dudes. So quite a turn up for the books there. What a season if that gets, or you think Aaron Wan-Bissaka gets his spots as Simon Lee? I don't think he does. Yeah, I don't think he does. You know why? Because He's been, yeah, that's right. Like you say, Mr. KO9, Bissaka was snubbed. He's going to go play for DR Congo now. Yeah, this is the problem. Like, we are going to lose out. He's going to change his allegiance, his international allegiance, because there's so many right backs that are ahead of him in Gareth Southgate's plans. If I was him, I wouldn't just yet, because you never know. Southgate could bottle this World Cup and get sacked. Next thing you know, the new manager, the New England manager comes in who thinks Wan-Bissaka is the best one. If I was England manager, I'd be playing Wan-Bissaka there because I think he's the best defensively. Depends what you want in a game. You've got your attacking wing backs for when you want to hurt a team going forward attacking. But if you want somebody who can really defend, you can't look past Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's the man. Vincent Bullock says we got 126 likes on the stream. Nice one, everybody. Thank you for hitting that like button. If you haven't hit the like button, please do hit the like button. That'll help us out. Let's see if we can get 150 likes on the stream. We need Rice, says Tion Ven. Absolutely, yeah. Maybe. I mean, I like him. I don't love him. He's a lot of money. He's too much money. He's not worth it for the amount of money that they're talking about. But if Jesse Lingard went in the other direction, obviously he's just had a successful loan spell there, then it might bring the price down and it might be more feasible. But if you're talking about having a budget this window, I want to see us sign Varane and Sancho way more than Declan Rice. So if the Declan Rice deal halts any of those other deals, I don't want to see it. Like, fair enough, we can get Rice for a decent price, but only after we've signed those guys. I don't want to see our budget eaten up with the signing of Declan Rice for 60 or 70 million or whatever you'd have to pay for him. He is overrated. I agree, Mr. KO09. In my opinion, he is a bit overrated. Yeah, Jonathan Gallagher says the same. I agree. Kessie's a great player as well, Mr. KO09. Yeah, athletic, strong, great defensively, good going forward as well, box to box. Yeah, great player. Looks great against us. Good shout. Okay, guys, so that's basically all the latest news. For anybody who's just got in, here's the latest rundown, just very quickly before I get into the comment sections for a bit of a Q&A. Varane has shown no intention of signing a new deal with Real Madrid. These are the reports. He has a proposal on the table from Manchester United, which is understood to be worth somewhere in the region of double the amount of money that he's currently being paid at Real Madrid, and a 5-year deal at United. So this is what's been reported. Hopefully that means that he would not sign a new deal at Madrid. They've just got a new manager in, though, who may want to keep him. So the future is uncertain at the moment in regards to that one. United linked with a young player, Nikola Milenkovic, as are many other clubs. Sancho understood to be available for around about £80 million. Manchester United are well placed to sign Atletico Madrid player Sal Niguez if we so want to. We've been interested in him a while. He knows all about us. He'd be understood to be reasonably interested in it. But the key thing is that Atletico Madrid are basically forced to sell a big player this summer because they're in financial difficulties. So they probably will be looking to offload a couple of players this summer, including maybe Kieran Trippier, who's linked with United and Everton at the moment in time. Paul Pogba links with Juventus. Rumours about Ronaldo coming home, take it with a pinch of salt. Paul Pogba linked with Juventus, though, could be a realistic move this summer. Arsenal, United and Tottenham all interested in Lille right back Zeki Celic as well. Phil Jones could be on his way out of Manchester United this summer, with West Ham and Newcastle United being reportedly interested in signing him. Wilfried Zaha has told Crystal Palace he wants to leave the club. And obviously United have a future buy-on clause there, and when we get a bit of a kickback on it, Jack Greenish more likely to join City at this stage. Yeah, that's basically it. And Trent Alexander-Arnold out of the England squad. That's basically it, guys. So that's all the news for the evening. There's the latest updates, my friends. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Keep your thoughts and opinions coming in. This is where we get into your comment section now, my friends. And this bit's all about you, legends. That's right. The Bacon Brigade, the community of legends that watch this channel and make it what it is. So get your thoughts and opinions in now. We're going to delve into the comments for a bit, see what you guys think. 143 you legends in here. Let's go. This is how Glazers can pay back fans by a strong summer transfer window, says Simon Lee. Yeah, well said. I mean, they can't. They're probably not going to spend the money for the infrastructure of the club or improving the stadiums and stuff. But the least they can do is get us competitive and winning things out there on the pitch. They bought, bloody Tom Brady or whoever for the fucking, who is it? The Buccaneers or whoever in the States or whoever, I don't even bloody know. But, they need to do the same for us. They need to get our star player who's going to make all the difference and fire us to that title. But if the Glazers spend the money this summer and Solskjaer's a great season and we win the league, then most of it's going to be forgotten, isn't it, guys? Now, of course, we want them to manage the club properly. We want them to keep us competitive. We don't want them just to stop spending when we've got Champions League football the next year, which they have done previously. All these sorts of things, we don't want us to, you know, they whore us out all over the world. We need to obviously try and take our club back, but the main issue is the fans are not happy with the ambition of the football club. We should have the same ambition as all the top clubs, which is to challenge for everything. We should have the best facilities. We should have the best stadia, the best pitches, the best recruitment, the best youth teams, the best women's teams, the best. We should have the best everything because we are one of the best clubs in the world. And unfortunately, our owners don't truly treat us like that. And until they do, I'm always going to have a problem with them. But definitely improving us on the pitch is the number one priority. That's where we really need to do the business. So if they do spend big, which they should, to appease the fans and give us something to actually be happy about and get off their backs, then yeah. Lisa Kennedy Burns says, is he coming? Who are we talking about now? Varane looks good, or Sancho, if you're talking about Sancho. I mean, they both look good, but look, never say never. We don't know what's going to happen. Tampa Bay Buccaneers says Rushmano. That's the one, yeah. Danny Wellings, why can't my name be in colour, says Danny Wellings. Okay, so if you, it can actually, you mean like Dizzy Red Devil or Rushmano or whoever, they're actually channel members, so if you're a channel, you can become a channel member if you want and get a green name and badge and a badge next to your name and access to personalised emojis. All the channel members get your favourite channel member emoji in there to celebrate being a channel member. That's how you can get it if you really want. AK, it's only $1.99 a month for anybody who does want to do it. Again, nobody needs to become a channel member. This is all free on YouTube. I'm just telling you the information as you asked. Thank you, Ian Dawn says, channel and content keeps getting better, Pig. You're a great presenter. Thank you very much, mate. Well, you know, I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it. This is the thing. It's yes, absolutely. United News Now, Rushmano. Yes, absolutely, guys. So we've got a new Twitter for your daily news as well. So my handle on Twitter, just to give you the update, it was Mr. Flying Pig HD. Now my main Twitter handle is Flying Pig United. So you can follow me on Twitter at Flying Pig United. And the other account, my second account for the YouTube channel, has just been changed to United News Now, which is going to be the name I'm going to use for like articles and publishing content on the website and things like that. So slight change there. But, you know, the channel's staying as Flying Pig United on YouTube, guys, for now. So don't worry about me changing the name. I don't know what I'm going to do in the future with it because, I don't know, I kind of feel like maybe I've outgrown the name a little bit in the sense that it sounds a little bit juvenile. I'm not the most grown up or mature person, but when I'm trying to like get people on the channel who are ex-professional footballers of Manchester United, sometimes I feel like a bit of a knob messaging them and say, hi, it's the Flying Pig here on you know, do you want to come on Flying Pig United and have a chat? You know, I mean, sometimes I feel like a bit of a knob. So I'm debating the idea, but it's not changing anytime soon, guys. All right, definitely not. Anyway, thank you very much, Stuart Holden. He says, get Pig to 40k subs. He is awesome. Thank you very much, Stuart Holden, mate. Appreciate you. Yeah, well, look, if you guys are new here, you can subscribe. That's one of the best ways you can do it. In fact, just like Ditapon and Franco, who have subscribed recently tonight, and Off-Road Studio 210 and Unknown as well have all subscribed this evening. So thank you to the new subscribers. You know, if you aren't subscribed, then hit the subscribe. And if you want to share it with your friends and spread the word of the Flying Pig United YouTube channel, please do. Okay, well, let's just have a vote in the live chat in regards to if I did change the name. Do you think, okay. Do you think I should change the name? Yes or no? Answer me that. You guys all know it as the Flying Pig. I am the Flying Pig, and I just set this channel up as the Flying Pig United YouTube channel, but you know what I mean? Lots of people saying no, and in fact, there's not even one yes. Okay. I'll always be the pig. Yeah, no, I'll always still be the pig. It'll just be the pig on a different channel. Okay, well, you all say no. Well, fair enough. Yeah, well, it's going to be much more difficult for me to get guests on the channel. That's just definitely the case. It just is, because it's got a silly cartoon name, guys. But okay. Gammon-eyed Joe is the only alternative. What about shortening it? Okay, what about shortening it to FP United? Now, that's just boring. That's just a crap name, though, isn't it? Ian Dawn says, how about FP United? There you go. I thought about that, right? But what the fuck does it mean? Do you know what I mean? Like, for anybody, okay, if you ask, yes, it means flying pig. Oh, okay. But on the face of it, yeah, and like something like that, Shazad, that's what I'm saying. But you know. Okay, well, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. You guys have all said leave it there pretty much. It's a resounding no. Wow. Change it to Flying Piglet United. Laughing Cow United, says Primot. Joel Glazer United, says Simon Lee. For Pete's sake, guys. Crikey, guys, is that the time? Bloody hell. Right, I'm going to stick on here for a couple more minutes. If you want to discuss anything else, please do get your comments in right now. I can't stick around too long, so I've got to get the FIFA stream set up and everything. I'll probably start about 11:15 now, peeps, on the FIFA stream. So, yeah, we are doing FIFA tonight. We'll be back a bit later. The United Sit, says Griffo Chaz. The United Side says, that's too much like the United Bland, isn't it, mate? No. The United Side, that's too much like the United Gash, mate. I don't like that. What name you want it to be, Pig? I don't know yet. It would be something more official sounding, though, than Flying Pig United. Like, it would be a proper, United-themed name. It's a tough one, I know, guys. People don't like change. I don't like change either. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, guys, but trust me, I won't do anything without consulting all you legends anyway. Simon Lee's feeling a lot better, Mr. Pig. Not in hospital anymore. That's fantastic, Simon, mate. That's absolutely brilliant. Yes, get some love hearts in there for Simon. I'm very pleased, though, you're on the mend, mate. Fantastic. Get in there. Don't fall asleep, says David Sini. Oh, that's pretty good, actually, to be fair, in games. Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. Old Trafford News, that's a good one, Shazad Ahmed. I like it. Something like that, something like legit. I don't know. But it's a fair point that I make, though, guys. It's maybe slightly more difficult for me to get further guests on, just simply down to a name of a channel. And if your name of a channel is hindering you getting guests on, then it's not good, is it? And I don't know if that, I personally think I could get more ex-professionals on if I was coming at them from a more professional sounding channel. I honestly do. Anyway, Solskjaer 1999, he says, Flying Pig, it has rock vibes for me, mate. Sabbath Fergie mentality. Balls out, never giving up in you bloody face baby. Football, bloody hell. Solskjaer 99, I don't know what the hell you just said, little kid, but you special. You reached out and you touched the piggy's heart. Hey, thank you, Social 99. Man U Nation, that's pretty cool, Purplus. I like it. Devil's Trafford News, nice one, Archit. We should let Pigwood decide. Well, no, this is why I haven't decided anything, guys. This is why I'm just bringing it up. I just want to get a bit of reaction from you guys, see what you would think. Because it is the Flying Pig United YouTube channel, but, it's like articles on the website as well. I don't know, I just feel like, it's just a bit of a shit name, isn't it? Honestly, I think it is a bit of a shit name. 20 Legend, hello there, what's going on? Carol Hemming, Horns United, wow. Brilliant. Flying United, hey, that's actually not a bad shout, Ian Dawn. What about United Flying High? Keep the flying in there. United Flying High, mate. I like it. Flying United doesn't sound right, but United Flying High, mate. That's pretty good. Anyway, what about the United Way? Actually, I did think about having that name previously, but a mate of mine, John, has the same name of his channel, so I couldn't take that name because it's his name. Plus, it also sounds a bit too much like the United Gash anyway, doesn't it? The one and only Flying Pig United, thank you. Sing Game says, yes, I've already said this, Pig. I'm an SEO, it's what I do, and the name does not help when you do things for United fans. I'd also play FIFA on the gaming channel and keep this strictly United stuff. It's so funny you should say that, Sing Games, because that's exactly what I've been thinking as well, Sing Games, honestly. Like, if I want to take this seriously and have a full-on United News media, company or whatnot, then we've got to get serious, my friends. So it's funny you should say that, Sing Games. You're in SEO. I'm going to give you a message about that, bro. Nice one. Rema Ishmael. Lads, we don't need a centre-back, right-back, or a striker. We need a left wing, left back, We need to reboot the left side, and let's get a new... What? We don't need a left back. We've got Luke Shaw and Alex Tellers, Rama Ishmael. You what? Most High United, says Mr. KO09. Flying Devils, says Archit. The one and only Flying Pig United, says Simon. United Pigs. Flying Devils. United Evolution, says Dizzy Red Devils. I like that. I do like that. United Time, says Rushman. It's United Time. Devil Media, nice. Devils of Manchester. Francois Cock. Hey there, Francois. How are you, mate? United Fan TV. The United Evolution. It does sound good, Dizzy Red Devil. I like it. This is what I'm saying. I could maybe, you know, totally serious United fan channel. Griffo, mate. That's brilliant. Berber, how are you tonight, you legend? He says, Joe United. I mean, you know, yeah. That's not bad, actually. That's actually not bad. It's not bad, mate. But, you know, FP United, says Cara Hemming. That's the easiest solution, isn't it? That is the easiest solution, I guess. Oh, I don't know. I'll have a think about it anyway. Shazard says Mrs. P United. Oh, my God. Exotic Joe says OHB. Yes, at least you didn't lose your coach. Good to see you, my friend. AB throwing punches. I will in him on the course. Hey, no worries, stud mate. Great to see you too. Guys, I am actually going to wrap this. That's a good one, Vincent Bullet. The United Experience. Yeah, I like it. Shane United, the United Stand, but different. No, thanks. The United Stand, but better. That's what I should name it to. But original. The United Stand, but we did it first. That United channel, says Ted Zavala. Hey, thank you so much. Guys, John Layton, United Express. Look, you know, some of you guys are coming up with some great names. We're going to get into this. We're going to find out more about it. And we're going to think about it, my friends. I'm not going to change it just willy-nilly. If it's going to be a decision, it's going to be something that I'm going to stick with and never change. So I'm not going to take it lightly, guys. But I'll keep you in the loop with it all. Social 99 Devils on the Heath. Business meetings in here. I have no idea what that even means. Thank you, Social 99. Hi there, Steve Noakes. What's going on? Sin Games. Change your name to David Silverdale. 20 Legends says this is getting fun now. The Red, says Rushmano. Yep. Okay, guys, we're going to leave this video here because I've got to get on and do FIFA. I'll be back on in about an hour. About an hour. For FIFA, guys, don't go anywhere. Come back after that and watch the FIFA. Do us a favor, hit that like button on this stream. We're only 5 likes away from 150 likes. Let's smash 150 on this bad boy. But there's all the latest United news for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do like and subscribe and comment on all that stuff. Check out the social media, Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Come and give us a follow. Shazad Ahmed says, Piggy, read my message. Kayam, Shazad Ahmed, hey, Burby, you okay? Shazad, what am I doing here? United Time, I agree, Rushman. Oh, okay, United Time, yeah, well, that is pretty good. Devils FC, B-Tech City, says MXXP. Fuck off. You're a scumbag. Okay, guys, what time for FIFA? About an hour's time now, John Layton. Yeah, I'm just going to eat some dinner real quick and then I'll be on. So, okay, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow for the latest news. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be back on giving you the day's news. And also tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Every single night at 9 p.m. we'll be on here, guys. So I'm sticking to it all summer long to give you the latest Man United news of the day. So make sure you remember, at 9 p.m. it's time for a bit of Flying Pig action on the soon-to-be United Flying High channel. I'm just joking. Oh, nice one. Sam Cohen, great to see you also. All the legends, Danny Wellings as well. Flying Pig United Fan 67, Kayam, Ted Zavala, Primot, Social 99, Mr. KO09, Sam Cohen, Rushmano, Social 99, Bavesh the Boo. About an hour, Bavesh, Carol Hemming. See you guys in an hour for FIFA then, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Johnny Gallagher, Sin Games, everyone else. Really appreciate you. Come back after this is finished if you want to talk about any of the transfer or any of the news that we've discussed in this video. Let me know who you'd want to see United come in this window first. Guys, see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. This is The Pig. Take it easy. And come on, United. Thank you, Rushman. This is a great show, guys. Yeah, lots of fun, guys. Thank you very, very much for getting in here tonight. I really appreciate you. Jed, let's go, Jed. Oh, sorry, I just finished Jed. Well, good to see you, Jed. Shane United Fan TV, not copying AFTV. I'm better anyway. Thank you, Shazad. Thank you, Sancho News. Watch the start of the video, Mason, but not too much, to be honest with you, mate. Nothing major in terms of Sancho. The Vutilator, Dizzy Devil, thank you so much, Dizzy. 2 likes away from 150. Thank you, Rushy. Kayam, Sin Games, Harvey, Flying Pig United Fan 69. Yes, in about an hour's time there, Flying United Fan 69, dude. Guys, this is the channel member rundown, just to say thank you to all the channel members who support this channel by being channel members. Really appreciate every single one of you. A few more people are going to be added to this list. I've got to do that. Remind me to do. I'm going to do that soon. Actually, I'm going to get onto Travis and try and get the new guys added over the next couple of days. So yeah, you'll be added soon. But this is just to say thank you to all the members who support this channel by being members. Really appreciate every single one of you guys. We'll be back in about an hour's time. So if you are around this evening, feel free to stop back for the FIFA stream. Shout out Tox Cole here at the end and everyone else as well. All the legends of the channel. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. This is The Pig. I'll be back tomorrow with all the latest United news. And come on, United.